The vision of Mercy House is ministering mercy, winning souls, and growing them into winners. What do we mean by that? Anyone that is encountered is not judged, is not condemned. They are welcomed the way they are. They are helped to know God. And then we make sure that we empower them so that they can become winners, so that they can be able to stand on their own, so that they too can participate in this work of finding others who are lost in the world. They minister mercy to them. They help raise them up until others also can become winners because of them. That is the reason as to why we exist. Mercy House stands on 4 major pillars, and the very first pillar is missions and church planting. This is the very heart, the core heart of the ministry. To plant churches, to take the gospel to the hard to reach and unreached areas in Uganda, East Africa, and the rest of the world as the Lord opens doors for us. The second pillar is the education services. This began early in the ministry when the church began in a bar and the gospel was preached to the people who are working in the bar, and ladies who are formerly prostitutes gave their lives to Christ, and they could no longer continue in their trade that was helping them earn money to educate their children. They came up and presented the children to the pastor and said, "Pastor, here are the children, educate them. You preached to us, we got saved, now we can no longer take care of our children and pay fees for them." And that is how the education ministry was birthed, with just about 5 children who are using the church pulpit floor as their desk. They were using that to write on. And that is how the education ministry started. Since its start in 2013, the education ministry has grown to birth Mercy Junior School, Kampala, that has educated a number of people from different walks of life: impoverished children, needy children, vulnerable children. The ministry has also birthed Mercy Junior School, which is a sister school to Mercy Junior School Kampala. Mercy Junior School Masindi is located in Masindi district in Chatiri village, and it is also doing a tremendous work in changing the lives of the people in that village and the areas that are around that place. Over the years, we realized that some of our children, after finishing the primary level, were not able to continue to the secondary level due to the high costs of education. And in 2023, this birthed the Mercy High School, which is now helping children to be able to get quality, affordable education at a very, very low cost, and they're able to continue with their education journey. We thank the Lord for that. The ministry has also helped a number of women and girls and people who never had a chance to go to school when they were young to be able to get some kind of skilling through our vocational training colleges. We have so far set up a vocational training college, or call it a VTC, in Kampala at the headquarters. We've managed to set up another VCT in Masindi village, and another one in Buwambo village, and another one in Kanungu. And all these colleges are helping to reach out to women and men and young girls, people who have had different challenges in life, people who never had a chance to get formal training, people who have been struggling to make ends meet. It is offering them with skills in short courses such as tailoring, hairdressing, catering and hospitality, computer skilling, and many, many others. The third pillar of Mercy House Ministries is what we call the healthcare services. Mercy Health Services Clinic, which has grown over the years to have a number of facilities. But through the healthcare services, the ministry is able to reach out to these different people in what we call the medical missions or medical camps, the free medical outreaches. We mobilize funds and resources, we mobilize different healthcare professionals, and we travel and go to different places where we camp and be able to treat people for a day or two, or even more, depending on the provision and the need in the area that we have gone to. So through these medical missions, there was a challenge whereby you'd find some people would not be helped by just tablets, others needed surgeries, and others actually had very emergency conditions that needed hospitalization, that needed emergency treatment, that needed emergency care, that needed maybe injections and IV treatments, and many other different kinds of deeper medical care. The fourth pillar of Mercy House Ministries is basically socio-economic development and empowerment of individuals, families, and communities. And this one we call it Mercy Equip. There is a farming site in Masindi where we grow a number of crops that also actually help to support the schools and different communities where we serve, but also act as a training ground for farmers in that area and in different other areas who come to visit for that. Under this, we also believe in economic empowerment or financial empowerment. And also, we thank the Lord for the establishment of what we call Frida, which is a microfinance that helps to empower people, help them to do savings, give them small loans at a very small interest rate that they are able to pay, financial literacy programs, and a number of things such as that.